Okay then, so here is part 1 of the melody. Click in the description box below and find the link that will take you to the tablature that I've put there, so you can follow that along as we're going through it here. And let's get into it. So we're going to start off first of all on the C string, and we're going to play open C, we're going to play 4 in the C, and 5 in the C. And there's our first 3 notes. I'm using fingers 2 and then finger 3. Keep my first finger free for the next 2 notes. The next 2 notes we're going to play 3 in the E string and then 3 in the A string. Little finger roll there. See that going between the 2 strings? Keeping those notes separate. We don't want to hear them ringing out. Just keep them separate. Little finger roll, just like that. Put that first little bubble together, you'll get this. Cool, right? Lovely. Next part. So on the E string, we're going to play a 7, 7, 5, 7. I'm using fingers 1 and finger 3 for efficiency. Nice. Put the whole first 2 part together. And there's the first part of your melody. And if you're kind of fairly new to playing melodies that are kind of trickier, make sure you can sing them in your head first before you try and play on the ukulele. Quite often we try and learn things on our instruments and we don't quite know how the melody goes and we find it really hard. So when you can sing that in your head, do 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 ba 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 da ba. When you sing that in your head, you're home and dry for that part. Oh, makes you want to get your bike out, find some Pokemon. Next phrase we're going to have is the following. Now I'm playing here open E string, 1 in the E string, 3 in the E string, 5 in the A, then 3, 2, A. That in slow motion again so you can see it. I'm doing a little bit of position shifting here too. That's a little part in there. So I'm doing a little switch. After I play the 3 with my 3rd finger on the E string, I'm hopping over to the 5, sorry, on the A string on my 3rd finger. Put it all together. That's your little switch in there. And that's the next little sentence of our melody. The next part, I play like this. You could also play a lot more of these notes. You could play as open strings. I like using fretted notes because I can control the note. I can put some vibrato on it, or I can slide into the note. So you find your own way of playing this, the melody. Go for it. Use it. It's all good. As long as it sounds right and makes you want to hop on your bike, you're home and dry. So the next part is going to be on the A string. 0, 2, 3. Yeah. And there's your next bubble. I'll do it one more time nice and slow so you can see. Then we come into the next section. Isn't that cool? So we're going to play a 3, 2, 3 on the A string. Then we're going to play 5 on the E string. Then we're going to play another 3, 2, 3 in the A. And then 3 in the E. That one again, slow motion. That's your next little chunk there. And with the very final part, I've arranged all along one string. So we're going to play that big long run of notes. That's a 3, 7, 5, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2. And that there is the end of part 1. And here is part 2. So for part 2, we're going to start off on number 1 on the E string, and here's our first bubble. There's our first bubble. What's happening here? We're going to play a 1, 1, 3, 1, 0. All on the E string, using first finger and 3rd. See that there? We're going to play 2 in the C string with our middle finger, using finger per fret idea. Then we're going to finish off on the open E. That little bubble together. And there's the next little sentence. Nice. Next up on our hit list, we're going to have this phrase. So we're going to play O1 on the E with another O after it, so O1O. Then we'll play 2-0 on the C string. That's not too bad. Now again, slow motion. When you're playing through it, just be kind of aware of using economical fingerings, and there's not really a right or a wrong with that. You might see a lot of that in various books and stuff on guitar and ukulele and instruments like that. But I recommend, as long as you've got a finger ready for the next note, you're probably going to be okay. Your hand will find the right way of going about things. Next phrase. A little bit trickier, this one. Here in slow motion. So we're having to go across these 3 strings here. So we're going to play 1-0 on the E string. Then we're going to play 2 in the C, 1 E, open A. And notice my plectrum or my thumb, I'm just going to let my thumb or plectrum just kind of rake through the strings, but like sweep picking, but much slower. Economy picking can also be called, which sounds kind of weird, economy picking, but there we go. That little phrase in slow motion, of course my left and right hand here. There's the next bubble. Then we're going to play all on the E string. 1-0, 3-1-0. That's not too bad, right? The next phrase we're going to play on the A. This is quite a fast little phrase here. If you're using your thumb, you might find it really hard to get the speed in the go. As you might have seen some players on ukulele, they'll have their thumbnail grown quite long, so they can actually pick like a plectrum. Down with the thumbnail, up with the thumbnail. You can just about play it, I think, using your thumb and all downstrokes. But it's kind of hard. I use a plectrum for this melody just so it's a little bit easier for me to play at speed. He says. Right? And but experiment. See which works for yourself here. But this is one of the kind of faster phrases. Left hand wise, we're going to play O 2 3 2 O 3 2 O on the A string. Nice. The next bubble of our melody will go. I missed the note there. Let me try that again. Just about. We're going to play 3 in the E, 1 A, open A, 3 1 E. So a ba 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 ba. That's quite a hard little melody. I'll play it in slow motion so you can hear that whole 2 bubble cycle because it is quite fast in slow motion. That was still pretty fast. I'll do it a bit slower again. And there we go for that phrase, and we're almost there. Our next phrase is a really cool little. This is the little kind of the kind of, it's almost like a kind of a melody like going up the stairs. Do 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 do. Kind of cool. We're gonna play open A, 3 1 on the E. That's our first part. Then we're gonna play 2 0 on the A, 3 in the E. Put those together. You get that? Then the final part of this kind of stepping melody, we're going to play 3 2 0 on the A string. Put that together, those 3 little bubbles. And that's that part there. Now again, follow your tablature carefully. It's tricky, this one. Then the very final phrase, we're going to go on the A string again. And that's it. So we're going to play 5 7 3 5. And finger wise, I mean, you could be clever and use like you're in an 80s metal band and do that sort of thing. Or you could just hop your finger around, whatever suits yourself. don't let technique get in the road of music, right? Technique should facilitate music, not the other way around. Yeah, so we're going to play a 5, 7, 3, 5. I'm using fingers 1 and 3, and then 1 and 3 again, like this, in slow motion. And that's it. Then we're going to play 3, 2 on the A string, then finish off with the 3 in the A. That's our C note. This whole melody is in the key of C. And next up, we're going to have the chord progressions. You might notice in the little beginning snippet that we did, there was chords being played in the background. I'm going to show you that part as well. And also mention how you can use a looping pedal to play them both together live and amaze people that are watching you. Or annoy them. Depends if they know what song you're playing, if they're Pokemon fans. And now for the rhythm part. So, what I'm playing here, now you again look in the description box below, you will see the chord chart, or a link to the chord chart for the song. The chords are all pretty easy. We've got C, G, G7, F. And there's like one part where we're going to play an E minor chord, an A minor, an A minor with a C added in, but still an A minor chord, an F with a C added in, and then a G. So the chords are all quite easy. I'll make sure the diagrams are in that chord chart sheet so you can look at them at your leisure. But here's what we're doing. Now, I decided when I was arranging the song that I'd keep it kind of upbeat and kind of jaunty. Jaunty? Is that a word? Did I invent that? That's a thing, right? Jaunty. Kind of like, yeah, jaunty, happy. It's like almost like a kind of ska rhythm that I'm going to play here. So what I'm playing, I'll quickly play the very first part of the progression. And watch my right hand, my left hand, we're going to start off with a C chord. And we're going to have this. And that's it. What's happening here? We're going to be playing 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But on the 1... I'm hitting my ukulele. Now, if your ukulele is plugged in, this is an electroacoustic ukulele, if your ukulele is plugged in, you might notice that on a lot of ukuleles, if you hit this part here, depending on what sort of pickup and microphone setup you have in your ukulele, you get a nice big thud, and it sounds great through an amp, this part. Or even if you're not plugged in, still sounds good, you get a nice big bassy note. So I'm using my hand, and I'm just slapping the uke, giving it a good slap. And then, I'm coming up with my first finger, strumming the chord. So in slow motion, the first bar will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's our rhythm. That can be kind of hard to get down. Start off in slow motion, and you might find that saying it as you play it is really helpful. So you can say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and also moving your head like that back and forth might help you too. Might make you look a bit daft. Either way. And that's your part. So we're going to play for every single bar. Again, you'll see it in your chart below. We're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change. And change. And change. That first line, just reference, as I'll quickly show you the chords here in the video. We've got a C chord. Okay with what a C is. That's going to be number 3 in the A string. Play all 4. We've then got a G chord. This shape in here. Might get the camera angle cool. There's a G chord. So you've got 2 on the A string. You've got 3 on the E. And then 2 on the C. Play all 4. A G7, where it's kind of like the mirror image, or a G dominant 7, where it's like a mirror image of this chord. This one here. That's going to be 2 on the A string with my third finger, 1 on the E with my first finger, and then 2 on the C with my middle finger. My swearing finger. Depends what part of the world you come from, but here that's a swear. Swearing's bad. Depends who it's addressed to, I dare say. But anyhow, there's your G7, and then we'll go back to our C. So the very first line, and you'll see it in your chart below, we're going to have C, then the G, then G7, then C. Next line, we're going to play F. F will be 2 on your G, and then 1 on your E, then our C, that's the end of the, see, part 1 melody. That's the part 1 melody chords. I'll play it all for you once, all together, so you can quickly see it, and then feel free to pause and rewind at will, and check the chart down below in the description. 1 and G, G7, C, F, C, F, then G, G7. And that's the first part. Second part of our melody, the background chords, we're going to have F into a C, into F, into C, another F, another C, and then that little run in there. Now again, your chart will guide you through it, but here's what's going on. We're gonna, after we hit our F, we'll then go to an E minor. E minor is going to be 1 in the A string, 2 in the E, 3 in the C. We're going to play that one, so it'll be a F for 2, E minor for 2. Then we're going to go for an A minor. Now I'm playing an A minor with a C in the top end of the chord. C is in A minor. So you might play your A minor this way, and that'll work great, but I think it sounds really cool when you add in that C note here as well. So 2 on the G string, and then I'm using my pinky right now. Why not? I'm using my pinky to play number 3 on the A string. Still an A minor chord. Then we're going to go to an F with a C in it. So there's your F chord here. And we're just going to add the C up here. And again, the C is already in an F chord. We're just adding it into a higher octave just so it sounds kind of smoother, I feel, personally. Then we're going to go into a G chord. Okay, so that little run all by itself would be F, E, A minor with a C, F with a C, G. Okay, that's what I'm playing there. In terms of that in context, ba, 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 ba. I can't sing, let me try it again. Then a G7, then a C. That's exhausting. Let me go through the whole of that thing one more time for you so you can see it nice in slow motion. We're going to have a F, ba, da, na, 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 C, ba, 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 F, ba, ba, and C, ba, ba, and F, ba, ba, C. Then the run. F, E minor, A minor with the C, and the F with the C, and the G, and G7. And your C to finish off. Now finally, obviously, if you have a phone, whatever, you can record yourself playing the chords and play a melody as well on top, which is pretty cool. But if you're wanting to play it live, you can use a looping pedal. Now again, hopefully, I say hopefully, you don't need one, but if you have a ukulele you can plug in, get yourself a looping pedal. You can hit your looping pedal. I haven't got it here. I'm in quarantine, so I can't get it at the studio. But we're not in quarantine as such. We're under a lockdown. I'm not ill yet. But yeah, but if you have a looping pedal, you can hit your looping pedal. You can play that chord part all the way through, just follow the chart. Then once you finish that, hit your looper again and start jamming the melody and have fun. What do people do at the end of YouTube videos? They say like,
subscribe, like, and leave a comment, sort of thing.
Okay, so I could say, ukulele bang is what it's called.
Yeah.
So I could go bang like, bang subscribe, and bang a comment below. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Bang like, bang subscribe, and bang a comment below, and let me know what you want to try and play on the ukulele. Bye for now.